We've been blessed over the past 30 years to be able to grow and expand our foundry to meet our customers' ever-changing needs. We've expanded our foundry today to the point that we can produce castings that exceed 16 tons in weight. In this new expansion, we implemented 100-ton crane bays where we'll have 30 and 50-ton cranes. The new ladles that we use in these bays will have capacities of 12 to 16 tons single pour. Our foundry uses what's known as the no-bake molding process, and we have two different processes, one that involves furan for large iron castings and another that involves an alpha set formulation for stainless and high alloy materials.
Furan's the best medium that we can use to produce white iron castings. Phenolic is used to produce the steels and stainless steels. It has less tendency to add defects into the casting.
One of the technologies that we've been able to bring to bear in our foundry is a process called Spall technology, which was brought to our foundry and introduced by Air Liquide and their chief of metallurgists for that process, Terry Lasorda.
The process itself, when applied, it displaces the normal atmosphere that metal comes in contact with when it's being melted with pure nitrogen or pure argon. And what that does, that displaces the air and all the harmful things that are in the air away from the molten metal. And it allows the foundry to then pour the metal at a much lower pouring temperature. And what that does for the end customer of the foundry is that it provides them with a casting that looks better, it's stronger, has better corrosion resistance, much longer fatigue life, better wear characteristics, all the things that a foundry like Townley is very interested in having in their castings for their end product.
We dedicated ourselves early on to being capable of providing metallurgy second to none with regard to our equipment, as well as the metallurgical engineers which have been employed here at Townley over the years have been able to develop alloys and improve alloy applications, in many instances to be able to provide increased life of the product.
With the average material today, have about 25 up to 30% of carbides in the metal matrix. And the ascas is not really hard materials. They have to be heat treated. However you heat treating, you're getting the same hardness. Even in steel, you may get 700 Brunel, but will be last 3 times less than 700 Brunel high carbon. Why? Because it's 20 to 30% carbides in a high chrome iron. We developing white iron with 70% carbides, so it's 3 times more than conventional high chrome. So that's more carbides, harder material, more wear-resistant material, longer life for parts.
Our sand systems recently been updated and upgraded to include full thermal reclamation. And in our thermal reclamation system, it enables us to reclaim our sand fully back to grain size with a 0 LOI and control the temperature going back into the mixer, which in the foundry business, control of sand ultimately determines the resultant quality of the castings we're able to produce.
The casting can only be as good as the mold, and if the mold is made out of the highest quality sand, then the highest quality casting is much greater. And so this is another exciting thing.
Once we get a part from the foundry, the quality of the casting dimensional-wise is controlled by the operators of the CNC machines and the programs that they run. We control all of our deliveries. When we take an order, for instance, that's rush, we then set our time schedules as needed, be it through the foundry, molding, pouring, grinding, finishing, and machining. We're not at somebody else's schedule. We can work the hours that we need to work to service our customers as they need.
Always looking for new ways of if there's a better product out there. We have our vendors come to us and we will run tests and we will run check and make sure that what we have is the best for the application we're using.
Service is the name of the game for us, and providing our customers with the best possible support, best possible service by producing the best possible product and delivering it when they need it. That's our game.
The founder of our company said that to serve God is to serve man. And that principle is really the bedrock of everything that we do at Townley Engineering and Manufacturing, including in our foundry operation. So our goal is to serve and meet the needs of the customers that we have, and we've expanded our technology and expanded our capabilities in a way to be able to do that today.